A flying start.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 27 of the Opinion Zone. Can you believe we're reaching our 30s? So exciting.
You
Uh,
are.
Apparently we're Skyping about it as we speak.
Exactly, yeah. My name is Jay Eggman. I am joined by lovely Donnie. I am joined by lovely Uncle Poxy, and I'm joined by Tom. And unfortunately, no Fufu with us today. He is far, far away doing more important things.
You might as well just click away now.
I don't know. What's the point? But never mind, because we have many things to discuss today. Firstly, just a minor self-applause for everyone here, except for Tom. And actually, no, none of you here, because none of you contributed, really. But the Sonic Show has just passed 40,000 subscribers, which is yay. And in the same week, we also passed 10 million views, which is also yay. So, hooray!
Yay!
Round of applause.
People watch the Opinion Zone because of me now, dude.
Of course, those hundreds of views we get on the Opinion Zone.
Yes!
And then... And on Tuesday the 24th of November, which is a week away from when we're recording, it's our 9th anniversary. Yay!
Yay.
9 years of this mess. So, plenty of parties, so make sure you keep an eye on Facebook and YouTube as we will be doing some wonderful things in your faces. But we're here to discuss, we're here to do quizzes, we're here to ask Poxy questions. But the first port of call is, do we know, talking of anniversaries actually, I'm guessing we all know what anniversary passed this week.
10th anniversary of...
Do we really need to talk about it? Can we just talk about something else?
No, we need to talk about it, because I genuinely think it's a significant moment in Sonic video gaming history, to me, and I will tell you why.
Not you.
Yesterday marked 10 years of Shadow the Hedgehog, the video game on the GameCube, the PlayStation 2, and the Xbox.
I'm gonna go hang myself.
Why I think this is an important game is, one, I think it was, to me, the start of the downfall of Sonic. It was the start of the worst lineup of voices ever. With exceptions, but on the whole, you know, not missed. And it just a huge turn in the way Sega were doing anything, because, you know, literally one game before it was like Checkered Hills and, you know, not a great voice cast, but, you know, very in theme with the, you know, brand and stuff. And then suddenly they were like, you know what, let's make it about Shadow, let's give him guns, because that's the thing kids like. And that Sonic X TV show with all the, you know, slightly off dubbing, let's move that bunch of people into the games. Some did extraordinarily well, like Mr. Pollock, who has carried on doing Dr. Eggman to this day, and does a variety of other stuff, very talented man. And there are some less great people, which is all subjective, all opinions, you know, everyone has a different opinion, but I personally think it was the worst lineup of voice actors that the game's ever had.
Yeah, opinions. What is this, the Opinion Zone?
Exactly right.
I thought you're forgetting about Heroes, though.
What about Heroes?
That's what he was talking about with Checkerboard Hills.
Okay. Okie dokie.
You're an idiot, Tom. Hate you. Now, Poxy.
Yeah.
You have opinions about Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, I do.
That's an understatement.
Now, it's fair to say if anyone came up to you and goes, what do you think of Sonic Unleashed? You would never stop talking about how much you like that game.
Oh yeah, totally.
I feel Shadow the Hedgehog is the same in the opposite way.
Yes.
Like, do you hate a game more than Shadow the Hedgehog?
No.
Slight hesitation on that one.
What's wrong with Shadow the Hedgehog?
The most insulting thing is the fact that they say it's a complete game and it's utter trash. It's completely disconnected with the series. Rise of Lyric is more of a spin-off game than Shadow the Hedgehog ever will be. Shadow the Hedgehog is a main title Sonic game where you play as Shadow. It's trash. The story is shit, the structure's horrible, it looks like poopy, it plays like poopy, it sounds like poopy, it sounds like some grungy teenager just blasted his stereo out of his window, just screaming angsty shit. Seriously, it's just not a fun game. And it's stupid.
I like how in a podcast where we've probably said every curse word imaginable, and you just literally said shit just a moment ago. You said just moments ago, poopy, poopy, poopy. It's so out of place. I don't know why.
It doesn't deserve my phallic language because it seems to have enough of it themselves. Damn.
Wow.
Shots fired.
So, yeah, you're not a big fan then.
No, it's ridiculous. It's so stupid.
It's probably the only game of the main canon games where I've not done every level. I've literally not played every level in the game.
It doesn't matter.
Now what happened?
Whenever, like, every Sonic game, there's other games that have different characters, different stories, different paths and stuff. And at least with those, I will play every variety I can. But with Shadow the Hedgehog, I think I played, like, got 4 endings and then always possibly even 3 and was like, I'm good.
When you play with Sopolis 12 times, you get kind of sick of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a really... The people
And it's
who
not
are
like you start in the middle of a path, you have to start from the beginning.
Can we not talk about Westopolis, please? My ears bleed from Westopolis.
But do we not appreciate the game for the things it did give us? Like, memes.
I was going to say, what did it give us exactly?
And many quotes.
And questions about the fucking moon!
Look.
To be fair, doesn't every Sonic game end up with memes?
Yes.
So, who produced this game? Let me just do some research.
Wasn't it Sega of America?
That's a company, not a person, but okay.
No.
Game.
It seems like Japanese going, what do Americans like? They like guns? Fucking give them guns. I don't know why they're Mexican.
I was going to say, when you're calling Japanese people Mexicans.
So this is the last game Yuji Naka produced to the end of.
Mr. Yuji Naka is all right, just to let you know.
Because he's been responsible for other hits such as Sonic 06 and...
No, half of it.
Half of it? Okay.
It was like Sonic O.
So which bit of that was the good bit?
It was the O.
The
Sonic.
music?
The music was...
The whole tone of that game was him, surely.
No. His question was what if Sonic was in the real world, but he didn't want the direction to go like that.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure? I know.
Jamie.
Look,
Oh,
what I'm
wait.
saying is that Sky Soldier game he made that came out recently apparently is buggy as fuck. So
Dude, tap it.
that was a good game.
Hmm.
But yeah, so Shadow the Hedgehog, slightly interesting one. It's just I remember getting it when I was however old, I must be in my late teens, and I just remember picking it down, playing it because I know a lot of people don't like Sonic Heroes, but I really like Sonic Heroes. I think it's a Sonic-y game. That's all
Sonic
I
Heroes
want.
is beautiful.
And it's not got any of this hold a trigger down to run and parkour up a fucking wall. None of that. It's just, I think it's a perfect blend of adventure and that Sonic. Is it floaty? Yes, but whatever, fine. And then they decided just to repaint all the levels grey. I don't get it. Why would you do that?
Paint all the levels grey, make them open worldish, make Shadow even more slippery, and then add that swooshy sound with the gloves fucking constantly. Seriously, it's like the whip sound effect in Johnny Test.
But
Seriously, all you ever hear when they move their gloves is "Poof, poof. Am I a robot? Poof, an android? Poof, 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 poof." I'm like, fucking Jesus! The wind's not that cuttable. Jeez.
you don't know.
Fuck. Shadow the Hedgehog can just go fuck itself. It's also one of the reasons why I don't think Shadow the Hedgehog's that good of a bad guy to Sonic either.
That was a beautiful impression of Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transform, just saying.
Did it not create some good music though? Do we not like the music?
No!
Not a bit of all of me?
Okay. The vocal
The
tracks
actual
I'm not a
lyric
fan
songs
of
was...
it.
Because, they had a variety of interesting songs. They had another Julian K song.
The only one I like is, what is it? Never Turn Back.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's the final song.
Yeah,
And that's why you never turned back to play Shadow the Hedgehog again.
just like Sonic 06, you can just buy the soundtrack.
Though, in all fairness, the soundtrack being called Lost and Found, you kind of wished it stayed lost. In all fairness, no offense. No offense, it wasn't up to scratch.
So,
Grungy metal.
the other thing about this game, right, was the fans it made.
Oh, let's not, please.
Now, people blame Sonic 06 for bringing a whole era of shitbag fans to the community. Not my words, the words of God. But
God damn it.
there are people who hardcore like Shadow
Yep.
in a way that we've only read in fan fiction.
Oh yeah.
And I'm
Oh, yeah.
pretty sure this game is what started it.
Probably.
Because
I believe there was a bunch of fans that made this weird like Shadow thing where they made fun of the game. It was done in Flash. What was it called? The Doom Shadow Show or something like that.
Evil Doc, who worked on the Sonic show.
Yeah.
They were cool.
You've gone full
But yeah,
circle.
this is the thing. So people were into Shadow anyway because he was like the cool, nemesis type character. And then Shadow the Hedgehog just made him full on emo, MySpace poetry.
Bebo, and all that.
Yeah,
jazz.
exactly.
Back in the day.
Just self-hating, cut my wrists, LOL, which is how he comes across. It's just, this game. And there are people who want a sequel. Poxy being top of that list.
Fuck you!
You would totally play Shadow the Hedgehog 2. So, I think, no, it's an interesting area. I just think, and it actually bothered me a bit to think that game is a decade old.
Shadow Boom's next.
That will be the 25th anniversary, that will be. Can you imagine? We're going to celebrate Shadow!
Strictly 2D on iPhone platforms. What everybody's been asking for.
So, it's...
Wait, you just get ready for all them mods.
I didn't get the whole gun mechanic either.
You could just ignore the whole thing, that's the thing.
It didn't work. And then you had these huge swords, which were just comically large.
With ammunition.
Need a swiper sword. That's one ammo. Wait, what? I thought I was swinging a sword.
So,
What?
but
I'll get my sword when you dance.
the important thing is, Sega learnt from this and never made a Sonic game involving swords again. Oh wait.
Oh,
But that
close
one.
enough.
But dude, that one talked.
Is that where Shadow's going wrong? His weapons didn't talk.
Yeah.
If his machine gun had googly eyes and a voice,
That would have made it funnier.
that's what they should have done.
I'm
So-
Shadow, angsty. I've got a googly eyes gun. What is this? Banjo-Kazooie Shadow the Hedgehog edition.
Damn.
Shadow, what are you doing?
It's a game that gave us,
It's getting
the
the
Black
braces.
one of my favourite characters. Everyone
You know,
loves.
original character.
It's just, they did a lot weird. They added a lot of backstory. They made the Maria thing really just rapey and gross. I didn't like it. So it's just
Shadow, what are you doing? Stop! No!
so it's just I don't know. It's really weird. So Shadow the Hedgehog, game of the year, yeah.
No.
No.
Oh, but it is the first game that Mike Pollock was in, so that's always good. So yay!
Woo!
I mean, no disrespect or anything, but I don't think any amount of cast people could redeem Shadow.
No,
The game.
that's true. And at the end of the day, all these voice actors, they come in, do their work, and go home. But oh, that game! What a game! Right, we're gonna go for a quick break, and we're gonna play the most interesting episode of Defeat Donnie ever. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I said so. So,
It was kind of like, hold on. Oh, okay.
and unfortunately, Gabrielle isn't with us this week, but don't worry because super sexy grandma
Oh.
Uncle Poxette is gonna be keeping score. So we will see you guys after this break. Wonderful.
Aquafina is water for happy bodies. We now present a happy body break.
Fist bump, raise your hands. Fist bump, raise your hands. Drink your Aquafina, that's the idea. Fist bump, raise your hands. Turn around in your chair. Run your hands through your hair. Take your Aquafina bottle. Take yourself another swallow. Hands to the sky, hands to the ground. Sip your Aquafina, that's a happy, happy sound.
Aquafina for happy bodies.
Fist bump.
Welcome back, everyone. It's the Opinion Zone. It's episode 27, and it is that time of the show where we get to defeat Donnie. Donnie,
Hi.
how are you feeling, darling?
Not that confident considering how the quizzes have gone for me so far.
Oh, you never know. You could turn it around. In fact,
You say that every week.
there's a little bit of me that wants you to really win this week.
Oh.
So you really need to just fucking try for once. That's all I'm asking. By the way, we've made a song for you.
Oh.
Can you defeat?
It's what I think it is.
It's really fucking easy.
Very quiet.
Really fucking easy.
Hello.
We were a bit bored, so yeah. Basically, we're now going to go to the Defeat Donnie Studios, where we are going to then see if Donnie can get defeated. Shall we fly over there now?
Please sound great.
Whee!
Yeah, we love the trouble with the sound effects, don't you?
What were you saying?
I said you're having trouble with your sound effects, aren't you?
No. Can you not hear the music?
No, I'm just saying you're being quite.
That bad?
Thank you.
You asked for it.
I
Right.
did. I'm glad I got it.
Good. I'm pleased for you. Okay, we are in the Donnie Studios. Hello, Donnie. How are you in your studio?
Hi. It's kind of been busy over here. It's been a long news day, so I mean.
Oh, that's a nice change.
Boxes.
And we have our studio audience, Tom.
Yay! Hello!
Wow, you were away last time.
Sorry, I had a bit of a social life. I went to watch a Naruto movie and their fight kicked out in the cinema. It was really funny / awkward.
In the cinema.
In the cinema.
I kid you not, fight kicked out, punches, blood everywhere during a Naruto film.
With his phone.
With his phone.
So I would play you the audience clapping noise, but it's not loading, so
Never mind, I'm okay by myself.
that's fine. That's right. Yeah.
I get loads of leg room up here.
And Gabrielle isn't with us today. So who do we have keeping score today?
Hello.
It's Lindsay Lohan.
Hello. I'm here to keep the scores of this evil show.
Who is this?
This is Jimmy's ex-wife,
Hey,
Sandra.
Sandra.
Cannot leave me. I love you.
I need an adult.
So Sandra, it's nice to see you again.
It's okay, Jimmy.
Wow, God knows what turned me gay. Anyway, shall we? I wasn't prepared
Hey,
for that.
I must say before you start, this is much of an your current husband is a bit much improvement.
I mean, you know, let's not go that far.
Oh, love is not in the air tonight.
It's good to know you still have your taste in women.
Okay.
That I mean women with penises.
Okay. Oh God. Okay. This isn't an episode I'm sharing with anyone from Sega. That's fine. Right. Shall we add our guest?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think. I'm not sure who I'm ready for at all. The guest or song.
Oh my god. Right, we have our guest in the studio. Guest, what is your name and where are you calling from?
I'm from England. I'm calling from. My name's Brandon.
So, Brandon from England. Woo. Right.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready to defeat Donnie's ugly face?
Of course.
Good. Please. That's right. Donnie, are you ready to defend your honor?
I have honor. I'm sure.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a very good point, but we're going to pretend that you have something to defend and you're worth. Yeah?
Okay, sure, we'll go.
Cool, it's fine then. Right, how we play the game is I'm going to ask you a selection of questions. If you get a question right, you will hear this. If you get a question wrong, you will hear this. Do you both understand?
Yes.
Good. Right. Brandon, understand?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. I'm going to flip a coin first. Brandon, you need to call heads or tails. If you get it right, you
Tails.
get to get the first question. So you can go tails. Let's flip the coin.
Uh-huh.
And it is heads. Oh my god, I need a gasp sound effect. Oh my god.
You mean I'm not going first? Wait, who's going first?
Right, so that's the closest sound effect I have. So Donnie, you're gonna go first.
Yay!
I know, so I don't know what to do. Right, Donnie, your question is, listen carefully. Archie Comics recently revealed the cover to issue 278. Can you tell me which Sonic Adventure favourite features on the front cover alongside Sonic and Tails?
Big the cat.
Let's see if Big the Cat is correct.
Yay!
You got a question right. The fuck? Right.
It helps that I saw the cover just this morning.
That does help. It's good to know you actually do your job sometimes. This is nice.
Yay!
Brandon, your question. Listen carefully. Right. It has been confirmed that this year's fan gaming showcase, the Sage Expo, is to begin this year on December 18th. But can you tell me, Brandon, what does Sage stand for?
I'm not too sure.
You gonna pass? Or have a guess?
Pass.
Pass. The correct answer is the Sonic Amateur Games Expo. No problem. Right. It is time to go to the lovely Sandra and find out what the scores are. Slightly terrified, not gonna lie. Sandra, what are the scores?
Hello, Jamie. Just like our relationship, it was quite one-sided. Donnie has 1 point, while Brandon has no points.
Wow.
I'm really glad to see that Ella the Maid has evolved over the years since we've last seen her.
This is no Ella. No.
Wait.
I'm increasingly wondering if I should need an adult or something for any.
Jamie, I still dream you.
Okay, you go in now. Bye-bye. Okay. Right. We go on to round 2. Donnie,
Hi.
you get the first question. Here we
Yay.
go. When the first Sonic the Hedgehog title was released in 1991, Sega of America developed an origin for Sonic the Hedgehog and Dr. Robotnik, which diverged from the backstories created in Japan by Sonic Team. Excuse me, indigestion. In this backstory, set on the planet Mobius, Dr. Ivo Robotnik was originally a scientist named Dr. Kintabor, a friend to Sonic who helped develop the Hedgehog's super speed. In Sonic the comic, Kintabor was merged with a rotten egg and transformed into Dr. Robotnik after tripping over a cable with a rotten egg in his hand and suffering a severe electric shock. Spell Kintabor.
Kindobor, okay. Kintabor.
Let's see if that is correct. That is indeed correct. Right.
You're leaving me hanging a bit there with.
So, Next question. Brandon.
Yeah, hello.
Cool. Right. Here is your question. Listen very carefully.
Uh-huh.
Sonic Unleashed split opinions back in the day, but people's minds have changed in retrospect. One person said on Twitter, people took diarrhea-filled dumps on that game, and when it came out, but now I think people have realised the flaws were over-exaggerated. So, the question to you is, how do you spell diarrhea?
DIARRHEA.
Let's see.
HEA.
HEA. Let's see if that's correct.
EA Sports is in the game.
That is correct! Ooh, things are getting interesting now. Let's go back to the glorious and glamorous Sandra and find out what the scores are.
Hello, wait. Hello, Jim. The scores have been kind of the same. Nothing too different. Donnie's at 2 points and Brandon's at 1. Just like an analogy that relates to us having a previous relationship. Winning comment better. Yes.
Right, so Donnie's in the lead then.
Yes, that's what I was getting at.
Okay, well done. We go to the last round. Things are getting tense. Donnie.
I'll suck your dick.
Okay, please stop. Donnie, you could win.
As long as the prize is not Sandra, I think I'm okay. So,
Okay.
So your prize is being able to be Donnie for a week.
oh, good.
Brandon, I have faith in you to turn this around. Right.
Yeah.
Here we go. For the last round, we're going to play Guess That Sound Effect. What we're going to do is play a sound effect from a Sonic game. And you have to tell me what was the first game that featured this sound effect.
Uh-huh.
Donnie, glad you're on the ball. Donnie's just disappeared somewhere, isn't it? Right. Because, Brandon, you're up in the rear in terms of scores, we will let you go first to try and catch up, alright? So, Brandon, I'm going to play you a sound effect. Tell me which game did this first appear in, okay?
Yeah.
Here is the sound effect.
Sonic Advance 1.
Let's see if that's correct. That is correct. Well done. Right.
Thank you.
Well,
Donnie.
I dread the thing where this is going to be going.
Don't be miserable. Right. Here is your sound effect. Tell me what game did this sound effect first come from?
What the
Sorry about
hell?
that. Sorry, I just passed wind.
Did you want me to play it again?
Yes, because that was a weird sound effect.
Just play it again.
Well, sounded 8-bit, so I guess Sonic 2?
So you could go Sonic 2, the 8-bit Game Gear / Master System version. Is that what you're going for?
Sure, whatever.
Cool. Let's see if that is correct. I'm afraid that's wrong. But it's very close. It was on the Game Gear. It was Sonic Triple Trouble.
Oh, well then.
Very close.
I
but
thought it was
not
Mega Man.
close enough. Right. Brandon, here's your one. Tell me, Brandon, what is the first game to feature this sound effect?
Sonic Adventure.
Let's see if Sonic Adventure is correct. It is correct. Fair play. Well done. Back to you, Donnie. Donnie, here is your sound effect. You need to tell me what game did this sound effect first come from?
What the hell? I'm not. Did this game rage quit or something? Like, what the hell?
It was what happened when Jay threw me out last time.
Wait, what's the sound effect now? What? What?
Need an answer.
Well, it definitely sounds like it was on the console and recent, so, Um. Sonic. Sonic. Sonic Heroes.
Sonic Heroes, right? Okay. Let's see if this sound came from Sonic Heroes.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, the correct answer was Sonic Unleashed. Poxy would have got that question right.
Yeah.
Right, Brandon.
Yeah.
Here is your last question.
Mhm.
Which sound effect did this... Well, which game did this sound effect come from? Listen carefully.
Sonic Heroes.
Let's see if that is correct. That is correct. Fair play, well done. Which leads us to Donnie, your last question.
Well, it's not Sonic Heroes, so I know that.
I'm going to your last sound. Tell me, what game did this sound effect come from?
What?
That's easy.
Well, it sounded like something rumbling, so I'd say Sonic Adventure 2.
Let's
Actually,
see
no, that was my bad.
if that's correct. Afraid the first time that was used was in Sonic 4 for Labyrinth Zone. Never mind. Lost Labyrinth Zone, sorry. Right, we've come to the end of our quiz, which means we must go to the sexy and delightful Sandra. I'm never calling her sexy again. And to find out who our winner is. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's find out. Sandra, who is the winner?
Don't make my womanhood tremble, Jamie. Okay, so before Donnie had a pretty impressive lead, but now he doesn't because he's stupid. And Brandon has actually taken the lead with 4 points and Donnie has 2. Oh, Brandon leads the game.
Yay! So that means Brandon, you are our winner.
Thank you.
Yay! It means you get to be Donnie for a week. Is that exciting?
What do I get to do?
You get to be Donnie. You get to run all his websites. You get to wear his face. You get to live as him. You get to eat all his sandwiches.
Am I allowed his credit card details?
Yes, you are. We will pass you
That's
over
great.
his loan card, his and security number as well.
And
It's all
his
there.
Nice.
address and his underpants.
So,
All $0.
Donnie,
Hi.
let me down again. You were in the lead for 2 rounds.
Well, it's not my fault I got a farting sound as a question, so
No.
I mean...
That wasn't a question. That was just me having a bad bowel movement.
The questions were fair. You failed. Don't blame the quiz. Right. Guys listening at home, if you want to play Defeat Donnie, what you need to do is go to thesonicshow.org/the opinion zone and click on Defeat Donnie. Also, if you want to appear in a special live episode this Christmas, then just mention it in the message and we will get in touch with you very, very shortly. But yeah, thank you very much, Brandon. Let's give you another round of applause from my audience. Woo, yay! And
Am I allowed to tell the people something?
you may indeed.
Go to my website. Hold on.
What?
My website is localmums.com. Right. It was nice speaking to you all. Goodbye.
Okay, cheers, mate. We will see you after this.
I think I've
break.
seen your work before.
What? Is,
No
is that what,
credit
is that what we found?
cards.
Is that where we found Sandra at or
No
something? I don't know.
bullshit.
I'm scared.
Aquafina is water for happy bodies. We now present a happy body break.
Fist bump, raise your hands. Fist bump, raise your hands. Drink your Aquafina, that's the idea. Fist bump, raise your hands. Turn around in your chair. Run your hands through your hair. Take your Aquafina bottle. Take yourself another swallow. Hands to the sky, hands to the ground. Sip your Aquafina, that's a happy, happy sound.
Aquafina for happy bodies.
Fist bump.
Hello everyone, we're back at the Opinion Zone. We've all just been to localmums.net and had a great time, and we've just carried all of Donnie's personal information and credit card information on to the winner of today's quiz. So Donnie, apologies if you become slightly broke this week. Never mind.
Slightly.
It comes... Nice little dog sound effect. It comes to the end of the show, which means we get to ring what used to be the favourite part of the show.
Is it me?
That's you, Uncle Poxy.
Yay!
Shall we get my phone and give you a ring?
Your what? Sorry.
My phone.
Your what?
My phone.
The what?
No, I was told last week it wasn't funny, so I'm not doing it anymore.
No!
So
Do
just
it
one
for me.
second.
I'm not answering any questions until you say it.
Just 1 second. I'll go get my phone.
That's all I'm gonna get, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's dial it, shall we?
Jesus.
That doesn't sound like the right noise. That's a bit weird. Let me try ringing it again.
Warning. Warning.
Nope,
This
there
email
doesn't
was
seem to be
self-destruct.
anyone answering. You know the reason why? It's because Sonic, the Uncle Poxy helpline, is closed this week. Because no one wrote in any questions this week.
Oh.
Literally, not a single question since last recording. So, everyone is so used to Uncle Poxy not being... just stopped sending in questions. So, I've not had anyone write in a single thing that's worth, I've literally nothing since the last episode. So there's no Uncle Poxy segment today because nobody wrote anything in.
The only thing we did get in was a Krusty Krab penis, but that was about
I
it.
guess I will go and take my leave. I'll pack my bags. Thanks for having me on the show this long, guys.
Poxy, wait!
You did well to last 27 episodes.
Thank you guys for watching. I guess this is.
In all fairness, Poxy, technically in the last few episodes you were dead because of the fact that epic canon story that happened.
No, it's true. So I'm putting a plea out to you guys listening. We have completely dried up of Poxy questions. So either you're fed up of him, or you have forgotten he's on the show, or something. But he's back now, so you need to start writing questions again. Because I know we've skipped the segment a few times, so I haven't been plugging it as much. But if you don't do it, everyone in this room will cry.
Wah.
Exactly. So what you need to do is go to thesonicshow.org/the opinion zone, and what do they need to click on?
Uncle Poxy.
Uncle Poxy, thank you very much. And write in a question. Please send in your questions. This is like my favourite part of the show. So the fact that I've got nothing to read this week is like, it's so hard. It's destroying. So send in questions to us. Please. Like I said, he has been away for a while. Stuff's been going on, but Poxy, you're back now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Exactly. So we did have a few emails, not asking if we'd had a big falling out or anything. There isn't a big falling out. Poxy's back. Just had time out for some while. We Fuad's away today because sometimes we have to get on with stuff. But we're back. We would really like some Christmassy questions as well going into Christmas, I think. So yeah, we are going to be tweeting and the shit out of it. So thesonicshow.org/the opinion zone and click on Uncle Poxy and send him a question because he doesn't know what to do if he doesn't have questions to answer.
Don't let me die, guys.
Wow.
Let's put it this way: if you let Poxy die, that just means you get me. And do you really want me?
How many times is Poxy going to be dead over the course of this show?
Well,
it's difficult. So, yeah, hopefully next week we'll have some questions.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
I'm sorry, guys.
Also, if you guys want to be involved in a special Uncle Poxy Ask Uncle Poxy project, then that involves a camera and your face, then do drop us a message via the same method as well. Right, so that is the end of today's really super short episode, which is not fine with me. quite like a short episode. It means we can all get on with our lives. And for those of you listening, there's like 27 episodes you can listen to again. So don't tell us we don't give you enough free content, you ungrateful bastards.
You know, it's a family-friendly entertainment service.
This is
we
why we
provide.
a family picture.
You.
So it's the end of this one.
Bam.
What have we learnt this week? We have learnt that Uncle Poxy has a huge dislike for Shadow the Hedgehog. We have learnt that some of our guests have very interesting websites. We have also learnt that if you don't send us in questions, Uncle Poxy dies.
Again.
And you get me instead.
And you
And
get
you don't
Tom
want
instead.
that.
So, guys, we will see you next week. It is time to say goodbye, and in the nature of Shadow the Hedgehog, I want you all to say goodbye in your most Shadow the Hedgehog-y voices ever. We will start off with Tom.
Why? Why must you leave me? I am so lonely. Goodbye.
Interesting. We have Donnie.
Damn, not here.
And we have
Bye, I guess.
Uncle Poxy.
Goodbye, guys. Yeah, I'll see you later. So, I'll go over here and beat the shit out of Sonic. Anyone who gets this reference is pretty good guy. You know what are you talking about? You know,
Why?
Hello,
Why
sir.
is Goofy? When did
I,
Goofy
the great
voice start?
Papyrus, must say that was a brilliant sound impression.
Oh, I do believe it was quite beautiful and amazing.
And I didn't have to do
It
it
was
because it's my show. We'll see you guys
excellent.
next week, everyone, for a special bumper quiz.
Hell.
edition. Bye, everyone. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye-bye.
Let's go. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Tune on in, come on, and let's go.
You're still here. You're still here. Cool. Since you're still here and you haven't gone anywhere yet, I just thought I'd let you know. And this is all live, you know. I'm 100% here, just in case you're wondering. You know, people saying, "Oh, I sent questions." Well, you didn't send them soon enough, so you didn't have time to read them out. So, no, we're not reading live questions because they're always awful. But since you're listening, how about some fun, free, extra information that no one else knows about? Tomorrow on Facebook, we are announcing what we are doing or releasing for our 9th anniversary, which is on the 24th of November. So there's two things you should know. One, we are releasing a music video, a brand new original song in collaboration with Zone Runners. The music video is coming out on the 24th of November on this very channel. But also, last year we released an album. This year we're releasing something else which you can order from the 24th. I'm not going to show you what it is. It will be announced on Facebook tomorrow. But here is a very quick preview. Okay, you ready? You ready? You ready? Ready? Ooh, okay, did you see? Okay, right, okay. If you didn't pay attention, then you missed it. I'm sorry. But thanks, guys. We will see you next week on the Opinion Zone.